Have you ever visited your GP or doctor and told them, I've got a headache, and straight away they start prescribing painkillers for you without investigating your diet and lifestyle choices? Well, with naturopathy, it's different. Hello, beautiful people.
What advice do you have for people when it comes to going on the net for information?
I would say verify your sources.
You did ask me, what do I think beans is? And I said beans is protein.
So beans is 19% carbohydrate and 8% protein.
You can never drink too much water. And it happens that when even you are choking during meal, they go like, don't drink water in between meals. Is that true?
So you can never drink too much water is a lie, because we have certain chemicals in us called electrolytes. You can over dilute this. So if you are drinking too much, you over dilute it, and these are responsible for our metabolisms. Your body wouldn't function well. It's too tedious to track your calories daily. As I always say, this thing is a lifestyle. Hello, beautiful people. I'm Esther Ajiman, your naturopathic nutritional coach and chef. So today, what we are going to do is to help Fifi here debunk some myths. So myths are traditional beliefs that we have held to be true. So today, I'm going to do my best. If I don't know, I'll tell him I don't, and we'll come back with research. Hi, Fifi. So lovely to have you here.
Thank
today.
you very much, Esther. You were talking about myths, and one thing that I have also observed is that sometimes I'll go onto the net and I will have different information contrary to, what I know. And the same myths, you have about 3 answers or 4 answers to it on the internet.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for people when it comes to going on the net for information?
I would say verify your sources, because anybody can put anything on Google. Once you have access to a website, you can put any information at all there. But if you verify, like I am a certified nutritionist, so check if the person has got certification so that they can back whatever they are saying. If they can't back it, please restrain from it. Google Scholar is one place for you to be able to get researched information. These have been certified. These have been verified with references. So that's that's the little advice I can give.
Okay. The main reason you brought me on set was you came for production, and I was frying some eggs. I'm a Ghanaian, I love eggs. And
we all do, don't we?
And I added a little bit of spinach to it because I wanted some leafy protein. And you said, Fifi, that's the wrong way of doing that. Why is it so?
It's because spinach, although it has a lot of nutrients, it contains a chemical called oxalates, which inhibits the absorption of iron. And as you know, all our proteins, we get iron from proteins. So if you combine it with the spinach, that's your egg, then it will inhibit the absorption of iron. So you're not getting iron from the eggs. What you can do is you can replace it with rocket salad, kale. I like kale. I like rocket. Some herbs like cilantro, and all these will still give you fiber. So when you want to have spinach, it should be away from your proteins. You can have it in your smoothies an hour before or after you have your protein.
When I was frying my egg, right, those days, my mom would say, if you fry 3 or 2 eggs, it's just one that is going to work. How true is it?
So you can have, I would say, I wouldn't give a number, but you can have more than one.
Okay.
Depending on your lifestyle. If you have any health issues, then you need to be careful because of cholesterol levels. But if everything is okay, you don't have any health issues, then you're good to go. You can have 3, sometimes even 4, you're good.
I can have 5.
Yes.
Now I'm
If
done with.
there's no underlying health issue.
Then
Yes.
now I'm done with my own personal myths. So we go on to the next one. I have
Okay.
8 for you.
Oh, wow.
Yes. The first is you need to cut carbs to lose fat. That's carbohydrate to lose fat. How true is that?
Well, just saying carbs in general makes it okay. So let me explain myself. So we have simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. The simple carbohydrates are like your yam. Those of you who don't know what yam is, it's a root tuber like your potatoes, your rice, your pasta. They are known as simple carbohydrates. Then we have complex. These are your salads and your vegetables. They are known as complex carbohydrates. So when the meat just says cut carbs, what carbs are we cutting? And another thing is they say cut your rice. If you cut it off completely and throughout the day, let's say you are eating your salad, you're not sleeping well, you're not hydrating well. All these come together to help if you're trying to stay healthy. So you don't just cut carbs and not do the other things. They all work hand in hand. So I would say, no, it's not. You have to balance your food right. Then you are okay. Whether you are maintaining or trying to lose weight. Why we say if you are trying to lose weight, you should cut down on the simple carbohydrates because let me go a bit deep into this. All the simple carbohydrates are broken down into glucose. And if you don't balance it right, they give you the spikes in your glucose level. And this can make you put on weight. We'll go into this further next time.
Okay. And the second, of which I have taken it personal because I was 65 kg and now I'm 80, so 80 kg now. And someone told me, Fifi, skipping meals will help you lose weight quicker. How true is that?
Skipping meals with a routine or just skipping it anyhow?
Yeah, maybe skip breakfast for today and the next day you skip one, maybe lunch or whatever.
I'm afraid to say that's not true. The body works well on routine.
Okay.
So there's something called intermittent fasting. If you are using that, then yes. So you've given yourself a routine. I do the 16-8. So I fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window. It's a routine. I'm not skipping meals. But I don't have breakfast. But because it's a routine, the body understands. But if you just skip it anyhow, you're confusing your body. So you wouldn't lose weight. You might rather gain. And I don't like the word losing weight because usually we lose something, we want to find it.
Okay.
So I like using shedding off. We shed what we don't like.
Okay. Thank you for that answer.
The
third is, you did ask me, what do I think beans is? And I said beans is protein, of which you said.
We'll talk about it.
No.
So now we get the chance to talk about it. So beans is 19% carbohydrate and 8% protein. So what does it make it?
Carbohydrates.
A carbohydrate. So when you're having beans, you have to balance it with your vegetables or your salads. Taking you back home, we used to add avocado. Avocado has got a lot of fiber. So when you add it, it makes it balanced. So you get your fiber, you get your protein, and add protein to it. So I ask that you add either your avocado or you can add vegetables to it. I like it with sweet peppers and a lot of onions. Makes it beautiful. And you add a bit of fish or meat or egg. Egg sometimes becomes a bit questionable because when beans is not cooked right, it gives gas. And we know that when you have too much egg, you may get gas. It used to be that traditionally beans will be soaked overnight. Then the next day, the water that was used to soak it will be thrown away. New water will be added. This helps take away the gas.
Okay.
These days, fast track, fast life. So we just take the beans, wash it, add bicarbonate of soda, and cook it. Then you get the gas. So when you add your eggs, double silencer.
Okay. So, I mean, gone are those days that our moms or our aunties will say, I mean, the beans and plantain is good enough for you because there's protein in the beans. That is false.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So when you eat that way, you know, back home they call it concrete. A lot of people who eat that way, you see that they get their bulging stomach because it's not balanced. Once the food is properly balanced, you shouldn't be, your stomach shouldn't be bulging. It's because it's not well balanced. That's why we get visceral fat. So the fat around the stomach is called visceral fat. But if the food is properly balanced and eaten well, you take your time to chew because digestion starts first in the mouth, then you shouldn't have that problem.
My fourth myth: low fat or fat-free foods are better for you.
That one.
Yeah. That one,
So-
especially my mom. The fat that you are eating.
So we have good fats.
Okay.
Like avocado has good fats, olive oil, coconut oil. These are good fats. You shouldn't try to look for low fat in these: the avocado, the olive oil, the coconut. Usually, when you go for the low fat options, you check what else has been added because it's been substituted. Then we come to the trans fats, like your rapeseed oil, your sunflower oil, the vegetable oils. These are the oils we should stay away from. But if you're using the right oils, no, they are good for us. We actually need them.
Wow, that's wonderful answer you've given me.
Does it help though?
It helps. I mean, now I'll go like, Mom, I need my coconut oil and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
So the fifth one.
Everything in moderation though.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut in this. Everything in moderation.
I love snacking a lot,
Okay.
and one myth is snacking is bad for you.
It depends. So if you are trying to shed off weight, it's better to, like I mentioned, the intermittent fasted. It's better to space out your meals. If you are eating in between meals, you don't give your digestive system enough time for it to recover. So the body is always overworking. You're putting a lot of stress. There are good snacks, such as your nuts. You can snack on fruits. Let me digress a bit. So when you're snacking on fruits, whatever fruit it is, you have a handful of nuts with it. That makes it balanced. So everything you eat should be balanced. You should have your protein, your carbohydrates, your fats and oils. So when you have a handful of nuts with your fruits, then it's balanced. But if you're trying to shed off weight, I would say try and stay away from the snacks. So it depends. Maybe you have a very busy work schedule that you are very hungry. Yes, then snacks are okay. But if it's become a habit where you are just eating, then no. So it depends on how the snacking is done. Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me. Now, the sixth, you can never drink too much water. And it happens that when even you are choking during meal, they go like, don't drink water in between meals. Is that true?
So you can never drink too much water is a lie because we have certain chemicals in us called electrolytes. You can over dilute this. So if you are drinking too much, you over dilute it, and these are responsible for our metabolisms. Then your body wouldn't function well. So in the naturopathic advice is 1.5 to 2 liters total fluids. This includes your juices, your teas, your coffee. 1.5 to 2 liters daily. When it comes to eating, why we advise you don't have water is because it dilutes the food you are eating and the body is not able to digest it properly. if you are choking, yes, you can have some water,
Okay.
but not more than 200 ml
Okay.
of water. Does this make sense?
It makes sense now.
Okay.
The seventh, cut out your favorite foods in order to lose weight.
Oh no, then I can survive in this industry. I love my food.
Like
And
my Killer Willy with your Killer Willy sauce.
Exactly. Whenever I say I'm a foodie, people are like, no, we eat with you and we are putting on. It's because I've learned the tricks.
Okay, what are the tricks? I want to know.
So I don't cut my favorite food. I love jollof. Like we are going to have the jollof party.
And the Killer Willy.
And the Killer Willy.
Yeah,
I eat
your
all
Killer
that.
Willy sauce.
I eat all that. But there's a way we have to balance our food right. So whenever you have a plate, half of your plate should be your vegetables or your salads. Then 20% to 25% will be your carbohydrates. That's your simple carbohydrates we talked about, like your rice, your yam, your potatoes, your pasta. Then 30% is your protein. If you eat like this, trust me, you can eat all the food you love and still maintain or shed weight, depending on what you're working on. So don't give away your favorite foods. The banku, the kenke. We'll learn how to eat these foods while maintaining or shedding weight.
Okay. Now, number 8, the last. But not the least. Right? Track your calories on a daily basis to know you are eating the right amounts.
It's too tedious to track your calories daily. I was watching a YouTube, was it YouTube? One of these social media shorts. And the lady was trying to calculate her calories. So she will weigh it and eat it. Weigh it and eat some. At the end of the day, what she's eating is still calories, isn't it? So it becomes tedious. I always say this thing is a lifestyle. We are trying to maintain it for as long as we are on this earth. So we make it simple enough so that you don't become tired. Pick it up one day and the next year you say, I'm done with this. No, it's a lifestyle we are trying to live daily. So make it as simple as possible. I don't track my calories. But once you balance your food right, like how I said, you take your time to eat, you chew your food properly, you don't rush your meals, stuff like that, you are fine. You don't need to count your calories. It becomes too difficult. How long can you keep on counting calories? Can you do this for the rest of your life? So we try to make this as easy as much as possible. So no, I don't count calories. Neither do I let my clients count calories. Yet they achieve their health goals.
Thank you very much, Esther. I mean, you've
Pleasure.
helped me debunk a lot of myths that I held with high esteem that they were true. And
thank you so much, Fifi, for coming here today to ask these questions, because I've been getting these a lot. So it's good we put it out there for people to know. Try and make sure whatever information you are taking, you know the source. Verify the sources, because like I said earlier, anybody can just go and put information out there. So don't just, because you found it on Google, you think it's true. No, not all information on Google is true. Google Scholar, yes, they have been verified with references. These are researched information. Or you can go to certified nutritionists like myself. There are a lot of us out there. Look for the certified ones. Don't take anything. Otherwise, it makes healthy eating and living difficult. But it's not. I've been doing this for over 30 years, and I'm loving it, because I always say, let your food be your fountain of youth. Let your food be your medicine. It's so easy to do it when you know what you are doing from the right sources. Hi, so we come to the end of this session today. Thank you so much for taking time off your busy schedule to listen to this. I hope I've been able to help you take a step closer to your health goals. Till I come your way again next week, ciao, stay blessed. And remember, let your food be your medicine. It can be done. I'm doing it. Ciao.